Hello everyone, my name is James Cayce, and for the last couple of years I've been selling these little 3-liter charred oak kegs. I don't make these myself, but I did specify the little triquetra to put on them. And Edgar Cayce, when somebody had a lung problem, a cold or flu or pneumonia or tuberculosis, he might have told them to huff on the fumes of apple brandy from this little charred oak keg. And the ethanol is an antiseptic, and the apple and the oak flavoring compounds help stimulate the lungs to fix themselves. And I've tried huffing on the brandy just from a plain glass bottle, and it doesn't work nearly as well. It's because the apple brandy sticks to the wood on the inside of this barrel, and it helps to facilitate the evaporation of the apple brandy into something that you can inhale. So I have two versions of these kegs. One has this little spigot on it, and the other one does not have the spigot. People usually buy these to turn their cheap liquor into fine liquor. And you can use a little spigot to dispense a little bit of their fine liquor into their shot glass. And I don't use the spigot to dispense. I inhale all of my fine liquor. But the spigot does make a nice little handle. You don't need it. And if you don't want people to think that you are consuming lots of fine liquor, you can get the spigot-free version. This is my mom's barrel. She gave it to me to take care of while her house was being remodeled. And the thing about these barrels is that the alcohol will evaporate relatively quickly. And so people will put their barrels away at the end of cold and flu season, and then they'll come back to them the next fall, and the wood has all shrunken and the bands are loose and it won't hold liquid anymore. So this is the first barrel that I bought in March of 2020, and it's been working just fine for me all 3.5 years. And it's because I have always kept it, at least even if all the liquid was gone, it hadn't fully dehydrated yet. So I could just pour some more apple brandy. If I didn't have any apple brandy, I'd pour some rum or something like that. And anything to keep it moist. You can't just pour water in here because mold will develop. And so it needs at least 10 to 15% alcohol to keep the mold from developing. Now, Mom's barrel, because I'm storing it, I have been using some cheap vodka. This is nothing in particular. This is 40% alcohol. And when I picked this up for this video today, Mom's barrel, it was completely dry on the inside. There was no liquid sloshing around. And I only had 2 ounces of vodka left in here. So what I did today this time is I diluted this with some filtered water. I had 2 ounces. I added 2 ounces of filtered water to make 4 ounces. And so hopefully that will be enough to keep this thing moist for a month. You don't have to keep it half full. Just need a little bit in here to keep the wood from drying out. All you need is 1 ounce or so at the minimum. So that is how you keep your barrel ready to go year after year after year. It's good to have apple brandy in it so you can huff on the apple brandy fumes, keep your lungs going year round. But if you're just not using it because it's summertime or because your lungs have healed and you don't need to use it regularly anymore, cheap vodka, cheap wine is just as good to keep it prepped and ready to go. Thank you, and have a nice day.